Hi, I'm Jason Debly, and I have another review. I just did a review of Mortlach, the Wee Witchy 12-year-old, and a reader, or I should say viewer, wrote and left a comment and said, "Gee, Jason, nice to hear from you, and your reviews are rather short." They are short. I try to be to the point and not always witty, but kind of get to the point on reviews, not drone on. Some whiskey reviewers tend to drone on that I like. 15-minute single malt reviews are a bit much. But I thought, I could do one more review tonight. And I thought Glenfarclas 12-year-old single malt would be one I could do. I have a whole bunch of bottles in my cabinet. I should probably, well, not a cabinet, I've got kind of like a little, used to store wine, and now I just store whiskey. And I got quite a few bottles there, but they're not all good. So you're probably wondering, well, why doesn't this guy review a whiskey every Thursday or every Friday? And why is it like I wait 4 weeks for a review? Well, the reason is I'm trying different whiskeys, but they're not all good. And I don't always want to be a Debbie Downer or a Donald Downer. And in this politically correct world we live in. And I don't want to be negative Nelly. So sometimes I go weeks without providing a review because I want it to be positive. I want to tell you what to buy and what to, as opposed to what to avoid, because that gets kind of, I don't know, not positive. And we need to be positive and have some levity in this crazy world. So I'm now going to review Glenfarclas 12-year-old. It's a Highland malt, and I've known it for many years, and I'm going to be straight up. I don't like it. I never liked Glenfarclas 12-year-old. Got a glass here. Gonna pour a little bit and tell you why I don't like Glenfarclas 12. This is more of a public community or PSA, public service announcement. Don't buy Glenfarclas 12. On the nose, it's kind of brackish water. It's sherried, but more like spoiled sherry, not in a good way. Not totally spoiled, but there's something hinky going on. On the palate, when I try Glenfarclas 12, I think of brackish water, not good casks. They went cheap on the wood, the casks that they bought. They're not first fill sherry casks. They're not Oloroso sherry casks. I don't know where they got these sherry casks, but they're not that good. The sherry flavor is ill-defined. It just doesn't work for me. Some people like Glenfarclas 12. Obviously, I'm not one of them. It's not horrible, but it's not good. It's basically an alcohol delivery system, and maybe it's better than some blended scotches, and the price point is good. Glenfarclas 12 is a good price point. But that's about all I can tell you. Now let's seriously discuss or try to explore the palate on this. Like, what are we tasting? Cheap sherry, strawberries. The finish does dry, but kind of like spoiled black cherry. I'm just not liking it. And if you're a Glenfarclas 12-year-old fan, please comment, because this is a democracy, like in the sense that I like the competition of ideas. I don't like it, but if you like it and you think it's good value for money, and Jason, you're out in left field, leave a comment. And now in the Glenfarclas brand extension, the one I really like is a 17-year-old. Much more delicate, more refined. I think it's more than just the age statement. It's better wood management, just all around a better dram. The 17-year-old Glenfarclas is the only one I like. I think there's a 21-year-old release, and I didn't like that either. Like, it wasn't bad as this 12, but it wasn't exceptional. But the 17-year-old, and I think, well, I don't want to speculate why. I think I know why it's good. Anyway, it's good. So, okay, back to this. Let's talk about the finish. You get a little bit of stale smoke, vintage cigarette in the back seat of a taxi in Thailand. You know, nothing to write home to mom about or the wife why you're in Thailand and why you're smoking a vintage cigarette in the back of it on an early Sunday morning. Anyway, not liking this. So that's my review of Glenfarclas 12-year-old. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll try to make my reviews a little longer and more frequent, but I just don't want to be stilted. By the way, my channel, I've demonetized it, so there shouldn't be any advertising before my video comes on. Let me know if there's no advertising, and there shouldn't be any advertising in the middle of it. I kind of demonetized it because just don't need it. It's I could do a video on how having a whiskey channel makes no money and actually costs you money, but I do this for fun. But just make sure there's no advertising coming on, because it's so annoying on YouTube. And click on this link and buy merch. And I really like YouTube, but it seems that more and more people are trying to pitch me on everything. Like, what happened to the good content? It's getting harder and harder to find. Okay, take care. That's my rant. Bye.